Greetings YouTube, greetings Rumble, greetings whichever platform this goes on in the future. Um, so this video I've been meaning to record for a while to explain what is happening with my YouTube channel. So I've decided to make a few changes, and those that have known me before know that I had a YouTube channel long ago. It was just called Benjamin Eldridge. So one of the first changes that I made to my channel is that I split it into two. So the channel Benjamin Eldridge actually didn't go anywhere. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move myself out of the way here so I can get the screen up for you. And with these visuals, I'll show you guys what I mean. So the channel that was once known as Benjamin Eldridge is now known as Ben's Tech Room. So as you can imagine, this channel's purpose is to talk about tech things. But more specifically, I want to be talking about Linux and specific open source and specifically Linux. And I want to, and I'm going to explain. I'm going to try to inject the philosophy behind Linux into this channel. And I'm going to try to include tutorials. I'll try to inject whatever knowledge I have that can help the average user. I will try to put distro reviews, different things like that. And for those that don't know what a distro is, don't worry. I'm going to be going back to the basics and hopefully be able to explain what Linux is and things like that. And the philosophy behind why I personally run Linux and why I think that philosophy, why I think that other people, whoever can run Linux, should run Linux. And I'll explain why in future videos. However, I will specify that people who can, right, people who have jobs that require Windows and things like that, don't switch if you don't have to. However, so the first thing you're going to notice is that my old channel was called, Ben is now called Ben's Tech Room. And what I've done with all the old videos, for those that used to follow me and are still interested, all my old videos have been compiled into a playlist here. So you could tell tech, Linux stuff archived. These are all the videos from the old YouTube channel. So anybody still interested in watching them, they're still available. I guess the only change in the direction of this channel is going to be that instead of just talking about the tech side of things, I'm going to try to inject the philosophical side as well into why I think that Linux is the best option. And when I start talking about the second channel that I've created, you're going to understand how I'm going to meld the two together and why I'm going to be talking about the philosophy behind things. So that pretty much covers Ben's Tech Room, which is basically, I'm going to be talking about Linux, number one, Linux, number two, the philosophy, my personal reasons why I run Linux, and why I think that people should also run Linux. Now, on to the second channel. So the next thing I'm going to bring up, and there's not much on this channel. This is a new one, and you can tell that the two channels are linked to each other. And the first thing you're going to notice about this channel is that it might get me in a little bit of trouble. This is the channel. I'm calling it Ben's Politics and Religion Room. Name is subject to change. However, this channel, this is the channel where I'm going to talk about all the things within reason. I will try to, at least on YouTube, I will try to maintain YouTube's strict guidelines in order to be able to stay on YouTube. This is the channel where I'm going to be talking about politics and religion and a whole host of other things. This is the channel where anything goes. However, my rules for this channel is that number one, we keep it family friendly. That means no swearing, or at least I will try not to. And I will hope that anybody allowed on the show as a guest will as well. That's rule number one. Rule number two, I know it stinks. I don't like it either. However, we will try to at least abide by YouTube's guidelines. If there's ever anything we need to talk about that's not allowed on YouTube, I will put it up on Rumble. And that's going to be bringing me into my next points as to why I created a Rumble channel. Now, as far as you can probably tell already, and I'm going to pull myself out of the way here so that we can get a closer look at this channel here, at what's going on here. And again, it's pretty much barren for now. I haven't really posted anything here. However, as you can tell by the iconography here, the flag, I mean, you could probably tell. I am unapologetically Christian, and I'm unapologetically proud of this country. And I guess that would make me more of a conservative leaning, more of a right wing leaning in my philosophies and in my thinking. So on this channel, I will be talking about everything else. However, Linux and tech can make its way into this channel, because I am going to specifically be talking about why I believe that on this channel, I'm going to be talking about why I think, in particular, why people who care about their rights, who care about their freedoms, who care about their privacy, why those people should be running Linux. Or, open source, things like that. And I hope to inspire some people to make that switch. And also this channel I will be allowing, and the other one, both of them, I will be allowing guest speakers, whether they be in person or through Zoom or Jitsi or some other video hosting thing, video conference app. That pretty much covers the basics, I would hope, as to where my channels are going. I hope that the quality gets better in time. And I will be making a video for each of the channels to explain more in depth what each channel is about. And I hope that there's big crossover between the channels. Um, the promise that I make is in Ben's Tech Room, I will make serious attempts to keep politics out from Ben's Tech Room, because that's not the channel for that. However, I will inject philosophical reasons why I think people should be running Linux into Ben's Tech Room. And Ben's Politics and Religion Room, everything else, unless it could get you banned from YouTube. And that's just for now. If I can get a high enough following on Rumble, then we will go to Rumble. And of course, I will post things that cannot be talked about on YouTube on Rumble, because I'm not afraid to talk about those things. However, I do want to reach people where they are. And right now, those people are on YouTube. So that's where I'm coming from on that one. I hope to see people on both channels. I hope to see a crossover come through between them. However, if you're only into one or the other, that's fine too. That's why I'm separating the two topics. I'm separating them because I know there's some people who are into Linux who don't care about politics or religion. And I know there's some people who might be into politics or religion, might not be into Linux and tech. So, with that in mind, I've done my best to try to split the two topics, and hopefully this will go somewhere. So, with that being said, I hope to see you guys there. I will attempt to do a live stream sometime. And I hope to get some guests on, whether it be through Jitsi or through Zoom or anything like that, or if somebody's local, they can sit down next to me here in my studio / room and just talk about things. And like, as you can tell by my leanings, I am very freedom oriented. I'm very open to open discussions. And I'm very pro free speech and pro open discussions. So I hope that this turns into that. I hope that we can have discussions, and most of all, I hope that you guys enjoy what you're seeing. And if you do, let me know. Like, subscribe, and comment under this what you think about this. I know this isn't the best video. I could be kind of socially awkward. This is just the beginning, and hopefully this goes somewhere. With that, I say, you guys have a blessed day, and I hope to see you guys in the conversations here. That's about all I can think of.